Before we get into the video, I would like to mention that I will be going up to New York this month for Warren & Wound's Windup New York event. I went to the same event last year. If any of you guys are going to be there, let me know when you're going to be there. We might end up trying to do like a cgwatchfam get together for drinks or something afterwards. Those of you that aren't going to be able to make it, that's okay. Head over to Warren & Wound's website to see a list of the brands that are going to be there. And if there's a particular piece from a particular brand that you'd like me to take a closer look at for you, be sure to shoot me a message, send me an email, and I'll be sure to get my hands on it while I am at the event. That is coming up later on in the month of October. Be sure to check out their website and let me know if you're going to be there. So let's get into today's topic, which is en route distractions. That's coming up right after this. So Scott from the Watch Galore channel, I'm going to leave a link in the video description. You guys should definitely check him out. But he talked about a similar topic. And in his video, he was discussing whether or not he should go for a Rolex. Datejust, I believe, is the one that he was looking at. Or kind of keep saving towards the deep sea, which is what he really wants. And I put on that comment, just keep saving towards the deep sea. And then you can kind of swing back around and pick up the cheaper of the two options. But I kind of find myself in a similar predicament. Not so much that I'm super tempted to purchase these because I'm not necessarily, but I think what ends up happening is that they become possibilities, which makes them all that more tempting. And here's what I mean by that. Ever since I went to Watch Week, I got to try on a whole bunch of pieces. Those of you that checked out that video will know that the one that I completely fell in love with was the Grand Seiko GMT Spring Drive. This piece is absolutely gorgeous. So after I tried it on, I determined, okay, this is going to be my next watch. So I started saving, right? Here's my problem. We never really stopped looking around. I mean, so a lot of us have a goal, watch goal that we're saving for, and we keep putting money away. But so many other things kind of get your attention along the way. I obviously picked up the Seiko Patty, and I justified that because it was a lot cheaper comparatively to the Seiko GMT Spring Drive that I'm saving for, which I believe the retail on the Spring Drive is $5,500. I kind of justified picking up the Patty because, I got a really good deal on it, and it didn't take anything away from my watch savings. But there are two pieces that are now within my grasp, kind of with where I've gotten with my savings, that one of which I've been eyeballing for a very long time, and the other a new distraction. So the two that have become particularly tempting are the Christopher Ward C8 chronometer and then the Hanhart Monopusher. The Hanhart being the one that I've been looking at for a while now. Now the Christopher Ward C8 Power Reserve chronometer is a relatively new distraction for me. And that one comes in, I believe, at $2,000, right around $2,000 US, pre-order for early October delivery. And that piece is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it's a 44mm piece, DLC coated, but the beauty of that piece is the in-house movement. It has the caliber SH21, and that really, in a lot of ways, that movement represents the epitome of globalization. There were, I believe, a total of 21 companies that worked together, which is part of what went into naming it the caliber SH21. So being such a relatively new company, they now have their in-house movement, and, and it's reached this great point where they have it in this gorgeous pilot's watch. And the beauty of this is really on the back side of the piece, the decoration that has gone into this movement. You have this matte black bridge across the back, and it has these beautifully decorated twin barrels that are giving you that 5-day power reserve. And really, I mean, there are a lot of pieces that Christopher Ward makes that I don't like, and there are some that I don't dislike, but I'm kind of indifferent towards. But this one really got my attention, and it's very attainable right now, which is what makes this such a big distraction. Once you start saving towards a bigger purchase, as you get closer to your goal, other pieces that you also like start to really come into focus because you can get them. Another piece that's been a distraction of mine for much longer is the Hanhart Monocontrol. Now, this is a beautiful piece. It's a single pusher chronograph, which is a complication that I don't have. Chronographs in general, right? Absolutely love them. Don't necessarily use them, but aesthetically, I love the way that they look on the dial. This particular Hanhart has the caliber HAN 931. Now, it's not an in-house caliber for Hanhart, but it is a modified Valjoux 7750 or 7753. Now, it's obviously modified to be a single pusher, but the other thing that's really cool is that they collaborated with Le Jus Perret. And that's pretty significant. Other brands that have collaborated with Le Jus Perret are making pieces that are over $8,000 for movements that have similar complications to that you're finding in this particular Hanhart. And that's one of the other things that I find really appealing. So they both represent, in my opinion, very good value for money. I mean, this is one of the pieces, Christopher Ward's piece is one of the pieces that I believe kind of represents a pinnacle for them right now and what they've accomplished in such a short time. And the Hanhart piece, single pusher chronograph, there's a lot of history in that brand. They've modified the movement to a significant extent versus just putting a personalized rotor on it. And it's a complication that I appreciate and would like to have. So the challenge for most of us becomes, as we work towards a goal, trying to stay on track, right? As you save more money and you get closer to the piece that you're saving for, all these other pieces that might also be on your list become attainable. And the challenge is kind of keeping your focus. So I'd love to hear from you guys if you've ever found yourself in a situation like that where you're saving and then other things distract you along the way. And those of you that are in the same boat that I am right now, maybe you're saving towards your next big purchase and you've gotten to a point where there are other pieces that you also like to have that have now come into the cash price range that you have saved up already. Those of you that were in a similar situation, what did you do? Did you just purchase that and then start your savings again? Or did you reach for that more expensive piece and then kind of swing back around and pick up the cheaper ones? I am going to stay strong. I am going to stay focused, or that's my intention anyways. But these are two gorgeous offerings that are justifiably distracting. If you guys enjoyed this video or you found it useful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And as always, if this is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. That's it for this one. CG out.